There's a stretch of ocean where maps seem to lose their authority, where compasses fail, radios dissolve into static, and experienced pilots simply vanish. No wreckage, no distress calls, just absence. We call this the Bermuda Triangle. But the name doesn't explain anything. It only marks the place where explanation stops. The region forms a rough boundary between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, one of the busiest shipping lanes on Earth. A place that should be ordinary, measured, understood, and predictable. But history tells a different story. December 5th, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy training planes took off from Florida in a routine mission. 90 minutes later, their leader radios in.
"We can't tell where we are. Everything looks wrong."
Their compass had failed. The ocean below looked unfamiliar. Even the sun seemed out of position. They never returned. A rescue plane sent to find them also disappeared. No debris, no oil slick, no trace. Skeptics point to storms, navigation mistakes, methane gas eruption. And yes, the ocean is dangerous. But here's what makes this place different. Many of the incidents occurred in clear weather, with experienced crews, using well-maintained equipment. These weren't reckless sailors. These were professionals who suddenly found themselves in a world that no longer behaved correctly. In the 1960s, divers exploring in the Bahamas discovered something unusual. Massive stone formations laid out in straight lines, blocks that appeared placed. Some geologists say they're natural. Others agree they resemble the remains of an ancient structure. And that's where the story changes. Over time, researchers and explorers began reporting something even stranger. Geometric formations beneath the water, pyramid-like shapes, highly reflective mineral surfaces. None of this has been definitively proven, but the claims persist. Why? Because crystals are not just decorative stones. Quartz, one of the most crystalline structures on Earth, regulates frequency. It stabilizes timekeeping in watches. It controls signals in radios. It's embedded in nearly every electronic system. We already use crystals to control energy and information. So what happens when nature creates them on a massive scale? The Bermuda Triangle sits in a region where Earth's magnetic field behaves unusually. Instruments don't just fail, they drift. Slowly and subtly, as if space itself is misaligned. Pilots have described flying through areas where clouds form perfect tunnels, and static electricity covered the aircraft, where time seemed to speed up or slow down. Not a storm, not a malfunction, a distortion. Long before modern maps, Plato discovered a lost civilization, advanced and powerful, destroyed in a catastrophe and swallowed by the sea. They called it Atlantis. Most historians consider it allegory, a moral story. But the location Plato described lies disturbingly close to this region. If a civilization once existed here, one that understood energy, geometry, and materials differently than we do, its legacy wouldn't have to survive as machines. It could be something far quieter, something woven into the environment itself. Not technology in the way we define it, but influence. A structure not built on the surface, but embedded into the fabric of this place. Today, thousands of ships cross the Bermuda Triangle safely. Flights pass overhead without incident, and yet the disappearances never fully stop. Small ones, quiet ones, easy to dismiss, because whatever is happening here doesn't announce itself. It waits. The Bermuda Triangle may not be a place that destroys. It may be a place that interferes. A region where the rules we rely on become negotiable. And if that's true, the real question isn't what happened to those who vanished. It's what they encountered. We surround this planet with satellites. We track storms before they form. We can measure the movement of continents down to the centimeter, and yet, there are still places where our technology doesn't clarify reality. It only documents the anomaly. When something disappears in the Bermuda Triangle now, it doesn't become less mysterious because we have better tools. It becomes more mysterious because the instruments confirm that something happened while offering no explanation. In the past, humanity feared the unknown because we lacked knowledge. But this is different. This is an unknown that exists despite knowledge. We understood weather. We understood magnetism. We understood navigation. And yet none of those fully account for what has been reported here for nearly a century. Which forces an uncomfortable possibility. Maybe the Bermuda Triangle is not a mystery left behind by the ancient world, but an interaction between our world and something we don't yet recognize. Civilizations across history left behind structures built with precision and aligned with the stars, positioned in ways that suggest an understanding of the planet itself. We call them monuments. But what if some of them are never meant to be monuments? What if they were part of a system? One that interacted with the Earth's energy and its magnetic field and even perception of time. If fragments of that system still exist, submerged, buried, or forgotten, then places like Bermuda Triangle may not be accidents of nature. They may be echoes. We live in a time that believes it has explained everything. A time that trusts data more than experience. A time that assumes the past was primitive and the present is enlightenment. But what if the confidence is misplaced? What if our age is not the peak of understanding, but a period of forgetting? The Bermuda Triangle challenges us not because it's dramatic, but because it refuses to behave inside the story we tell ourselves about reality. A story where everything is known, everything is mapped, everything is solved. Even if one place on Earth does not follow those rules, then the foundation of that story begins to crack. And that is what defines an age of deception. Not that truth is hidden, but that we have become convinced that there is nothing left to uncover. The question is no longer whether the Bermuda Triangle is real. The question is, what else have we stopped seeing?